Good evening, everyone. Hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. Oh, that little intro was a little bit glitchy there, wasn't it? Brand new intro. And we had a couple of skipped frames, but we'll not worry about it too much because I think we're all good. Gremlins back after a weekend away at download. I'm not too sure if you can actually see the horrific sunburns that I am nursing at the moment, but nonetheless, a good weekend. We are finally back. I was planning on streaming last night, but just by the time we got back and all the rest of it, it wasn't quite going to happen. So I just thought we might as well jump on a new one today, take a look at the combos, see what is what, and see what we can do. So we are going to be on Daily Race C tonight. My plan is, I was going to do both combos, but my plan tonight is to do Daily Race C, and then if we get time tomorrow, because I'm away on Friday as well, you see, so I'm trying to play catch up as well as trying to get ahead, which is incredibly difficult in terms of work and the business and all that sort of stuff. So if I can do, then tomorrow I will stream as well, and we will take a look at Daily Race B. Which is Trial Mountain in reverse. And I don't know Trial Mountain all too well, let alone doing it in reverse. So we'll stick with a track that we do know, albeit a track that I'm not very good at, Suzuka. Set a 159.9 after a couple of laps of practice. So hopefully we can improve, try and get that down to at least the 58s. But I hope we're all doing well. John, how we doing? Craig, how we doing? Craig racing tonight as well. Won't be in the chat much, but will be lurking, no problem at all. But yeah, you're right, John. Fastest car so far is the Genesis, from what we can all see. And I think you're right, but I've jumped in the BMW. We've got skipped frames. Is that an issue? Oh dear, is it or is it not? I can't quite work it out. I'm trying to wave at my webcam. I want the Nürburgring back in the dailies. Absolutely, I would be all over that. I would be all over that. Has my webcam actually froze? I think that's what's happened, isn't it? Oh, we don't want that one. I think my webcam's actually froze is what's happened, which is not a good start. Oh, dearie me. Not a good start at all. That has never happened before. We've never had the webcam freeze. As well. Oh, it's all gone wrong. No. Hopefully it settles down as it usually does. But we're in P2 at the moment. We could be on for a good one here. Gonna be brave. Try and take around the outside. Probably a stupid thing to do. Right, I think it's settled down. I think we're all good. Oh, this guy going to the inside, that's brave. Oh, dear. He went into the guy on the left there, and then I went into him. Oh, Beetle getting a tremendous run there. Nicely done, pal. My webcam now not froze. I think it's all sorted, isn't it? Thank goodness for that. Right. It's the kind of stress you don't need on the first stream back at it. But I think we're all sorted. Now, truth be told, I have not seen anything on this race. I've rather stupidly just jumped straight into it. Now, I don't know if we need to be doing a bit of fuel saving, which we absolutely do, judging by the fact that we are, we've only got 7 laps remaining. Do we need to do any pit stops in here? I genuinely have no idea and should have absolutely checked beforehand as the Jag goes for the move there. I genuinely have no idea. Ah, right. John's already on it. Try to pit on lap 5. Do we need to change tyres? Or is it just the one compound and we just need to refuel? Oh. I genuinely don't know the score. No fuel saving. Okay. I'm dropping back down the grid at the moment. Back down to B rated, of course, after the last stream. Hopefully we can amend that this evening. Ooh, almost getting a bit sideways there. It's faster without saving. Right, okay. Well, I think it's going to be in the BM. Oh, that's a very late move. That was a slightly dodgy move, that one, by the German, yeah. Oh, we all know, as James pointed out correctly on my last video, I'm terrible with flags, and I'm now questioning myself, is that the German flag? I don't think it is it? Or is it? Is that not Belgium? Anyways, I don't know. It's faster when you change your tyres. Right, interesting. Oh. I was waiting for him to get back in front there. I'm going to lose a load of places here, but I'm being fair and I'm giving the place back. Even though he did have a rather unfair move on us at the hairpin. Oh no! Just straight onto the curb. Straight onto the racing line there as well, like a bit of an idiot. Literally straight down to the back of the grid. What a tremendous start this is turning out to be. Maybe we go for an undercut here and try to go for something a little bit different. Because now we're right at the back of these guys. Yeah, that's Belgium. Yeah, okay. I seem to be getting worse with my flags and nationalities. Keep getting them wrong. Closed the door last minute on me there. That one was a bit debatable. Really? 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 Well, we know the kind of driver that he is then. That is not the kind of surface you want to be trying to get your foot down and getting off quickly. Well, we found out the kind of driver that he is. Absolutely shambolic, boys and girls. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We've literally gone from P2 to last. Stupid mistake by me. I then bumped a driver who had previously been pretty dirty with us, and I decided to give him the place back. It was accidental, my contact with him. I decided to give him the place back, dropped a load of positions, ended up in with the dirty players there, and then we've just continue to go backwards through the grid. Annoyingly, however, when I get my foot down and we get a couple of good corners taken relatively well, we actually take a ton of time off the leader. That curb has had a major update the physics of that curb has had a major update, without doubt, because it just unsettles the car so easily now. It is a little bit ridiculous. Now, I was going to try and pit early, go for a bit of an undercut, but given the fact that we've dropped so far behind, we are in clean air anyways, so we may as well continue on. Very annoying, that. Not a very good start then, eh? Right. Let's pit at the end of this lap. Getting race A, it's where the best action is. Yeah, it's the dirt race, isn't it? The rally race at Sardegna. I imagine there's a bit of fun to be had there, equally as chaotic as what this race has been so far. Until that hairpin there, I was actually taking out quite a bit of time to the leader, who I presume all this lot are now going to go into the pits. Ah, just stepped it a bit too wide. Oh, man. Bugger. This could end up being a decent race, this, if we manage to hold our own at the front, but so far I've not managed to do that, as we can see. I'm going to go for a change of tyres as well while we're in. I'm glad he ghosted. We might as well. We couldn't possibly lose much more time here, to be honest. Go, 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 go. Cutting the pit lane. Well, truthfully, that 3 seconds there is going to be a bit, also going to be a bit of a killer. But I mean, it can't really get much worse. It couldn't have got much worse, so certainly can't blame that for not being able to stay at the front. Right, P1 into the pits now. I mean, he's not really a concern for us, is he? Or we're not. We're certainly not a concern to him, I should say. So it'll be interesting to see where the leader here, the Brit, comes out. Oh, there you go. He has come out in the... he has come out in P1. And as we cross the next timing line, because it's got us down as being 60 seconds behind here, which is not quite the case. It's probably not far off. But I think we should be about 30 to 35 seconds off as we cross the line here. And it updates. Ooh. There you go, 30 seconds. So we did actually gain quite a bit to the leader, although rather rapidly he's running away, which seems a little bit strange. It's going to settle itself down there. I do feel like I've got alright pace in this BM. I'd be interested to try the Genesis. I'm not a huge fan of that car. Group 3, I used to be, but over on this, on GT7, I struggle with it quite a bit. Correcting a tiny bit of oversteer there, almost overcorrected. If I can just catch up and make a couple of positions, I'd be quite happy. And at least I can say I've not been the absolute worst on the grid, as the results would show or suggest. Being pretty unlucky in this one, I think. Whoa. There we go, a couple of positions made up there somehow. I only seen one person that we passed, but I'll take it. Absolutely will take it. This is where the mistakes are made now, these last couple of laps. Tyres back down in the reds on degradation. Car being that little bit lighter now, with no fuel on board, or very little fuel on board. I almost overshoot that one entirely there. On the back of the Italian here. Oh, gonna have to watch on fuel here actually. A little bit of short shifting going to be needed on these last couple of laps. Just to be on the safe side. 1.9 laps of fuel estimated as we cross the line. depending on how things pan out here, there could actually be 2 positions up for grabs. Oh, the WRX up ahead here, showing that he's struggling to get the power down. Judging by the fact that this Italian's managed to go around the outside. Oh, he's just trying to ram us off the track. Brilliant. That's very good of you, pal, that. I'm going to go at the inside of you here, and I'll not be too fussed about whether or not you make the corner after that. Thanking you. Not much sympathy shown to you, my friend. Up to P9. See if we can have P8 here. I have to watch the fuel more than anything else. Should be alright, I think, actually. I knew it. I absolutely fucking knew it. Try and have a good race. Ah! As I said, he's shown what kind of driver he was a bit earlier in that lap. There's a few dodgy folk in this one, I think. It's fair to say. And that's ruined it for us, that one there. Dirty tyres now as well. And the mistakes start creeping in thick and fast now. Come on. Well, we're certainly not going to get fastest lap in this one, are we? So. Oh, man. Frustrating is not the word. After that, I could see that he was just on our rear end there as well. He was guaranteed to try and go for it, just at the back of the car. I think he was actually, I would go as far as saying he was waiting for his opportunity, to be honest. Right, we'll go again in the BM because I think it's a decent race car to be in, to be honest with you. The Genesis I struggled with a little bit the last time that I used it. Red Bull Ring, I think it was. Group 3. So we'll stick with the BM, and we will see if we can do a little bit better than that, which hopefully it shouldn't take too much. Yeah, the less said about that race, the better, I would say. Wow. Oh, we did actually get fastest lap. When did we get fastest lap? When I said right at the end there, well, we're not going to get fastest lap with that, I didn't realise we must have already had it. Horrific. Absolutely horrific. Right. Let's go again. We'll stick with the BM. I was quite happy with that car, actually. And we'll see if we can improve our time for quali. I definitely think that we can do. We're at a 59.9, and I know there's a lot of improvement to be made. That was only after a couple of laps. Still getting used to the BM. Feel a bit more confident in it now after that race. All the way out to the left-hand side. Build up as much speed as we can along the straight. David, how are we doing? Good evening. You just missed a rather horrific race, David. If you've just joined, or you might have seen it. I don't know. But that one was pretty awful. So we're going to jump straight back in for another one. Hopefully, it's a little bit better. It's either this BMW or that curb has definitely had an update. I know that it was you were affected by it a lot more. That was one of the first things I noticed about Suzuka on this game. From GT Sport, you were a lot more affected by it, but it feels as if it's a lot more brutal. That either that or just the M6 is a bit more easier to unsettle. I don't recall driving this one back when I first spotted the difference. Right, we've got one more lap to improve. You are watching / working. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go again. All the way out to the left-hand side. Gather as much speed as we can. That's a 2:10. A rather poor lap, of course, including a few of our mistakes. We're going to get rid of the ghost here for the purpose of concentration. Alright, there we go. We want to be shaving off about 10 seconds based on that mistake alone, I think. Or 9 at the very least. What's that? 9.2. Because I feel like there was another second or so to be picked up elsewhere in the track for sure. There's a couple of more 10s picked up through the S's. Alright, 9.6. I mean, realistically, I want to be taking at least 11 seconds off that time. Should have been way over at the right hand side there, shouldn't I? Ah, I've ran wide. Yeah, a lot of time lost. Not actually going to improve on that 59.9, which is by no means the quickest of laps to begin with. There's our 10 seconds there. We do improve, but I don't think it's by much. We're still at a 59.9. Ah! Would have lost it there anyways. Oh, evening, Stu. How we doing? BRZ and no stop or the Mazda Vision? BRZ map 3 and 2, 10% per lap, no probs. Interesting. Interesting. So that, but does that work out quicker than doing the pit stop? Because it's sort of in the middle of the pit stop here, isn't it? It's not the longest, not the shortest. Race details. Was it a mandatory stop? Minimum number of pit stops, none. But you just need to make the, yeah, you can either make the tyres last or not. Interesting. Well, we'll give that one a go, Stu, for sure. We'll give that one a go. There was a lot of people stopping in the last race. I think it was mixed, basically. I think it was kind of in the middle. You definitely need to stop in the M6 because it is not very good on its tyres and even worse on fuel, of course. But, right, we'll give the BRZ a bash after this one, then. Open to suggestions, because we're going to be on this one all night. We're going to be on Daily Race C for the whole stream. Shouldn't have done that on that side. All the condensation off the water bottle just went all over my laptop. Yeah, stop is around 20... Yeah, something like that. 20 seconds, depending on whether you do tyres or not. Which is also the other thing, I guess. I think the tyres... I think the tyre change is worth doing. I think the 6 seconds would definitely be made back up across 5 laps on a fresher set, 110%. So it's just whether or not that works out the way to do it against a no stop altogether. Because I imagine even fuel map 2 and 3, and trying to take it easy and look after the tyres, the way that they are, I think they would be in a bit of a state come lap 7 or 8. They'd certainly be a little bit sketchy. Less than preferable. Or certainly wouldn't pass an MOT, as Martin Brundle would say. Oh! Determined to keep my foot on that one, but that was a bit less than preferable. Third gear out of the hairpin there. Could maybe do second. Probably should do while we've got the grip. Oh, you idiot. That's it. We got this guy right on us now. He's going to go at the inside as well. He's got the run. Yep, go for it, pal. Oh, he's braked very early. I thought I was straight into the back of him there. Right, we've lost one position. We've actually lost the gap there to the leaders. We've ended up with a gap to the leaders, I should say. God, the guy in P1 is very, very quick. Ah, man, that was a silly mistake. That took too much curb. Too much curb and then just totally compromised the next corner. no stop makes sense. I'm quite glad. I mean, it's closely matched, I think. I think it's relatively closely matched. And what I like about it is the fact that if you do go with the no stop, you've got to be very careful by the end of it. By the end of the race, I think you're going to be struggling for grip and for traction out of the corners. No matter how well you've tried to look after the tyres, outbraking rather horrifically there. I've got to presume that the guy in P1 is going to go with a no stop though, based on how quick he is, or how quick he's been there. I mean, a 2-minute lap actually still not, you know, particularly quick, but with the tyre deg the way that it is, it's probably not too bad. I think he's pushing quite hard, I would have thought. Based on the fact that I'm trying to push in most corners here, he's still pulling away by quite some margin. Yes, that's the one. Slight mistake from the Brit up ahead here. Both of us desperate to try and get the power down. And we do manage to do so. Quite evenly matched. Out of the hairpin. I'm going to brake quite early here. Try and just get the best run on him. On the back straight. Here we go. Xander, how are we doing? I will catch that comment in just a second. But from what I can gather, I think you found a strategy that works for you. Some good results from the back is that, I think. You're saying there. Let me have a quick look on this straight here. Oh, been doing the no stops. Oh, in the Corvette. Wow, that is brave. That is brave. How bad are the tyres at the end of that? Also less than preferable, I presume. Right, we've actually gained to the leader here. And we're gaining... Myself and the other Brit here, Brian, are gaining to the two Genesi. Cars up ahead here. That's a good run on them there. Good run on them once again. A little bit quicker here. We're gaining time. Now, we were originally P4, remember? But we lost that place. 5.9 now to the guy up ahead, so I think he must be struggling either with tyres or has started to fuel save. Because he was absolutely rapid earlier. And now he seems to have lost all pace, so... out braking on that corner there. I need to be very careful then. The chicane. Ooh, half-second penalty for Brian in front here. 6 seconds to the leader. We will soon find out what everybody's strategy is come the end of this lap. Subaru, the best car to use. Yeah, I mean, tyre-wise, it's... Oh, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Right. We were chasing down P4, but by default, that has now become a podium. Yeah, I love the WRX. I do find, I mentioned it a couple of times now, that the back end of that thing now, though, is a little bit more lively than it ever used to be. Used to be the most planted Group 3 car, I would say, on GT Sport, but now it keeps you on your toes. Oh, take it easy, come on. Right, P1 must be really, really hanging back now. Either that or he's made a couple of mistakes that he'll not be too happy with. Because look at this, we're right on the back now. Little bit of wheel spin there in second gear. Might need to short shift up to third. Right. Brian's going to have a penalty to serve here. I hope that we manage to get past him. Is only half a second though. There he is on the brakes. Oh, I'm going to back out of that one actually. I was forced the mistake on him anyways. So we're pretty fortunate there. Right, has he gone into the pits? P1 has gone into the pits. I'm going to change tyres here. I'm going to change tyres. I feel like it's worth doing. I absolutely feel like it is worth doing. That 6 seconds I think is easily made back up in tyre performance. On outlap alone probably. Here we go though. A few people going ahead. This is where it gets a bit interesting now. This is where it gets a bit interesting now. Just a little bit more than 5 laps of fuel, just so that we do have the ability to push if we need to. But I tell you what, that's dropped us quite a few positions there now. And this is actually going to be now pretty difficult to make. Oh, sorry buddy. That is just totally my fault, that. That is totally my fault, that. Oh, man. Get off the racing line as well. Oh, he's binned it on his own accord on that second time. I did wait for him, though. Bugger. Bugger. Man, we were fighting for a podium there. We lost a couple more positions as I was trying to let that guy through, and then when he went and binned it for a second time, the first time was entirely my fault, but the one after that he put it straight back onto the gravel, and I did hang about for him. Now that's interesting. The Brit who I thought was going to do a no stop here, Race X up top, has now gone into the pits. Oh, that was a bit of a weird lag there. So a few people into the pits now. Oh, we're back up to P4. Oh, temporarily we were back up to P4. P5 now. Is someone else going to be coming out of the pits? Nah, I think that one entirely my fault. I take the blame for that one entirely. I was being quite aggressive because as I was trying to get past, I was saying that it was going to be then very difficult to try and make the progress through the field. So I wanted to try and get past as quickly as possible, but that one was my fault, just misjudged it a little bit. I was obviously on fresher tyres as well, so he would have been going that little bit slower through those through the S's, or into the S's, at the point that I absolutely clouted him. But I hung back from there. I served my penalty as such, so we're going to try and close the gap to P4 if it's at all going to be doable, which I'll be honest with you, I don't really think that it is, but we'll see. The Greek chap up top, though, I don't think he has stopped. And he's got quite a gap there. Ark, how we doing? Good evening, good evening. Right, here's Race X here then in P4. Brian does have himself the podium. 2.1 seconds. I mean, we would have absolutely had that had we not have clouted that guy and binned that guy off. Oh, close. And there's Brian as well, which we can see. He's probably another two, probably about the same distance that we are to P4. Ahead of P4, so let's see. Ready for the SF19 Championship? I'll be honest with you, not at all. No, I haven't done any practice, I haven't done anything. I'll be honest with you, I don't actually... I need to catch up on the group chat because I don't even know when the season is starting. And so, yeah, so I need to have a look. I need to catch up, see what's going on. I mean, there we see the Greek guy up front there. We've took out 5 seconds to him, and I think that in itself is proof of the fact that if you are going to pit, I think the tyre stop is worth doing. See if we can have that P4 though. 2 laps left, 2.3 seconds gap to him. Oh, that was a bit on the limit a little bit there. Almost losing control of the car. And again, just about overestimating what this BM can do sometimes. .5, couple of tenths lost here. He's holding his own here because this guy did pit. This Race X, the guy, the Brit here. So he's on fresh tyres. 1 lap newer, to be precise, but we've got a good exit there, a couple of tenths made up, and there we go, 11 seconds to the leader now. Oh man, I've just messed that corner up altogether. not taking enough speed when I need it to be a bit quicker, and too quick when I need it to be slower. 3rd of July it starts, is that right? There we go. Oh, braking again. Right, we got enough to push here on this last lap. Hopefully be able to try and pick up some scraps if Race X here makes a mistake. It's not quite going to happen, but I tell you what, P5, all things considered, not too shabby. Oh. Oh, just ran a little bit too wide there. Not enough on the brakes. In the 115s. What's the first race? But yeah, no doubt that it's going to be a great championship. Well, there we go then. We take P5 on that one, but I think it could have been a bit better. Yeah, tricky. Wow, he was in the Mercedes, the guy up top there. And there's the BRZ. So that is the Greek chap there. Has done exactly what Stu was suggesting, which was the BRZ no stop. Interlagos, yeah, okay, 115's Interlagos, I've got you, that's cool. Punta Lagos. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a race at Interlagos. Like I say though, that one was slightly sort of not too bad, all things considered. I'm annoyed at myself for punting that guy off. We did hang about, and then by the time he got to us, I think he'd just given up. So, yeah, which was probably also my fault. But on we went, you know, potentially close enough to say that we could have had a much better result there. We could have probably had a podium. I don't know. Yeah, tricky, but I apologise to that guy massively, for sure. BRZ no stop is our next one then. Let's have a go. Where is the BRZ? RCZ. There it is there. Yeah. That there, Xander, is the main thing. As long as there's no traffic and you stay on track. The no traffic bit, I can't help. And staying on track, I can't do. So, we could be in trouble. Oh my god. Right, I've never driven this before. But I tell you what, I can see why people like it already. How close am I to A rating? I probably won't be too far, I don't think. Because we only just lost B rating on the result of the last race of the stream last week. So I hopefully shouldn't be too far off. Maybe it's one more mid-table, half-decent result. And I should be back there, hopefully. Wow, this thing is absolutely planted in those corners, isn't it? Bloody hell. You can get your foot down a bit easier than you can in the that BM. Yeah, you definitely got to be careful there. That one's... Is that Sardegna curve, that one there? I can't quite remember. I've never been great with remembering corners. But that has definitely been updated because that unsettles you so much. Right, let's try the no stop on this one then. We'll see how we get on. But I kind of get the feeling that I think the no stop might be worth it starting from the back. I don't quite know or quite think that it's going to be worth it if you're starting at the front. I'm not too sure. That's a lot of boost. Oh, that's a little bit understeery, however. I did think that on a couple of those high-speed corners earlier. A little bit understeery. You've got to come off the power to really get where you want to be sometimes. We've got enough time for one lap then. Let's see what we can do. Definitely get your foot down a bit better out of the corners though, which is really handy. See if I can try and take about 14 seconds off is what I'm going to need to get a decent improvement on this one. I don't know if this is the quickest car for qualifying, however, I don't really think that it is. Pretty sloppy that all round. Not great at all, that. Not great at all. A lot of time lost there. Four-wheel drive. Group 3 car, though. I didn't think any of the Group 3 cars were four-wheel drive. I mean, I'm guaranteed to be wrong on that one. But I thought as a category, Group 3s were rear wheel. Get. In fact, actually, we'll soon tell you. Yeah, that's rear wheel. Yeah, I don't think it is four-wheel drive. But a bit weird. It's a little bit understeery those high-speed corners if you've got your foot down. But if you don't have your foot down, then you're alright. Right, well, and now I do think that the no-stop is going to be the way to go. So a few A-rated players in this one, so we're obviously getting a bit closer to the inevitable A rating. But yeah, let's give the no-stop a go. Don't know what that noise was. Let's give the no-stop a go. We'll see how we get on. What's your bets? How far can we move up the grid? We can only progress. We cannot regress. I think it's the best purely because of the tyre wear, yeah. I mean, it's a lot more planted than I ever thought it was. And a lot more, yeah, just, there's, I mean, hardly any wheel spin. I don't know if that's just because there is less power, to be honest. But, yeah, decent. Pleasantly surprised by this one. Pleasantly surprised. So, let's go. Foot firmly to the floor. Here we go. I get the feeling that we might be done on the straights a little bit, though. Yeah, we are. Absolutely. Oh! Felt that straight away there. Ah! Honestly, you couldn't make it up, could you? No intention of stopping to let us past. Give the place back. None of that. Why would you bother? Why would you bother? Honestly. Yeah, don't forget fuel save. I mean, it's not going to make too much difference now, is it? I think the strategy can work, but not when you've been booted this far back down the grid. We were already pretty far back to start with. I can't see it making too much of an indent. Now. Hey, honestly. Just so far back now, it's going to be really, really difficult to get anything out of this race. 8 seconds from the guy up ahead. We do have to hope that we just push on though, and that it just so happens, or somehow becomes enough pace, if we can average a decent amount of pace. That by the time everyone goes into the pits, we're kind of then put back on them, really. That's all we can hope for now. it's possible. Head down. We shall try our best. No doubt about it. Let's go. I'm just going to keep it on fuel mix 2 and just short shift super early. Just trying to get into that habit. That style of driving again. And I think if we need it, we can drop down the fuel mixers. Oh, just such a nightmare though. I mean, the bonus is now that we have free air. That is the only bonus of having just been punted the way that we were. Hope that one's not going to be a penalty. Alright, we're certainly not going to be setting any fastest laps in this one. We just want to try and stay on the back of that gap as best we can do. One position made up by default. It's a very well planted car though. Got to say that much. Jonathan, how we doing? Bonjour, bonjour. Hope we're all well, mate. Trying something a bit different on this one. Trying the no stop here. See whether or not it works. We've kind of closed up and then kept it at about 4 point something or so seconds to the guy ahead here. 4.2, 4.3, that kind of seem to have kept it here. So I wonder if he's on a similar sort of strategy. Closing the gap a little bit more. Took 2/10 out of the leader there. We soon lost it once we get onto the straight. Doesn't quite have the straight line pedigree of some of the other cars. But it's a great little car this. First time driving it. Really, really like it. Right, just need to try and keep an eye on the fuel, as we know. I'll try and take a little bit more speed through there. Right, we're getting there or thereabouts on fuel. There's about a 2% deficit what I need to make up over the next 5 laps. Through the S's here. I'm going to drop down to fuel mix 3. Just try. Make sure I just... You gain more time by being smooth through there. So I'm going to go fuel mix 3 through there now. Here we go. Someone binning it. Oh, I think P1's made a bit of a mistake. Alright, oh, look at all these guys in the pits here. We'll see how much we close the gap to them. This is kind of going to be our reference now. Thankfully managing to take plenty more speed through there, which is what we wanted. How on earth is that happening? We were up to P4 for a second there. For a split second that said P4. Wow. Yeah, it's not going to quite stay that way, but we are going to drop into P8, I think. Yeah, lovely. Right, I have to watch the fuel though. So I need to keep a check on mirrors and all that sort of stuff separately now, manually. Just going to try and stay on the back of these as best I can. Tell you what though, only 9 seconds off the leader. After all that, I wouldn't have expected that. Definitely some opportunities to be had on this strategy. I'm just trying to stay on the back of these guys, trying to make the most of the slipstream as well. I tell you what, actually, the earlier you shift in this, it didn't seem to make much difference, no matter how early you shift, so... You don't feel a huge deficit. The Beetle running wide there, up to P7. Better start, 100%, mate. Better start would be a different story. What do you think we actually lost there? Maybe 5 seconds, 5-6 seconds. A couple of seconds up the road, we'd have a few more positions. But we're actually managing to stay on the back of these guys relatively well, which is pretty good going, I think. Here comes that Beetle now, though. Who we saw making a mistake earlier, he's caught up. Either that or it's a different Beetle. I'm not too sure. Ooh, that's a bit wide. Haha, we don't want that. I knew he was going to go at the inside. You've wrecked that for both of us there, mate. Seriously. Come on. That was the same guy. I'm actually convinced that that was the same guy that ran us off earlier. I'm convinced, because it was a German in a Genesis. We're going to watch the replay. Please remind me to watch the replay of this one, because I'm convinced that that is literally the same person. He's gone to the inside there. He's ran both of us off. Absolutely pointless move. And no intention of giving the place back either. So, just brilliant. Absolutely tremendous driving that. And all those places that we were buzzing to have made up, we've just had them all totally undone there. And so we managed to springboard up the grid a little bit, only to end up all the way back down. How disappointing is that? So disappointing. Oh, what a gutter. What an absolute gutter. Same guy as well, I'm convinced of it. Absolutely convinced of it. Who tagged us right at the start on the first lap. You might tell me otherwise, I might be wrong, but... Exactly, Xander, exactly. Oh, P1's made a mistake here. There's 4/10 that we just gained out of nowhere. If we did catch up to that German, which we're never going to do, we would have our elbows out for sure. We'd have our elbows out, we'd have our legs out. We'd have everything out. To try and trip them up and show them what it's like. But yeah, as you say, a different start, better start, different story. So we'll go again and we'll try and keep our fingers crossed that we do have a better start. I mean, that is how we wanted to start taking that corner. I'm starting to get used to driving this car now. That also has to be said. So I'm certainly getting a little bit quicker. Oh, not there though, we're not. Certainly getting a bit quicker. Another position made up sort of by default, really. There's that 2% deficit of fuel that I've not managed to make back just yet. Kind of having to average 10% per lap, of course. Not managed to... Oh! Honestly. I would go as far as saying this has been a bit of a nightmare in terms of races so far. A nightmare stream, really, isn't it? There's definitely a good result in here somewhere, though, to be had. Yeah, hot lap in the BM. Yeah, for sure. Or the Genesis, if I can actually get used to driving that thing. Probably be better off setting it in that, but... Yeah, the problem being, I mean, between the races, I don't want to spend a 30-minute session trying to set some lap times. I'd rather just try and keep us, you know, on the races. But it doesn't give me much time to jump into the BM, try and set a lap. and then back into this, but you never know. We might be able to improve a little bit. I don't want to do like a 30-minute, you know, qualifying session, because we'd have to miss one of the entries if we were that desperate to try and improve our time. I think it would be quite boring for you guys to sit and watch me try and do that. So to be honest with you, actually, in terms of fuel saving, the one thing that I haven't done well enough is coast into the corners. So I certainly need to try and do a little bit of a better job there. But where did we start? Did we start P10? Something like that? I don't think P8 is all too bad considering the mishaps that we've just had. Make that P7 there now. We're getting with blue flags there, but I don't get why. We're still in the race. Everyone behind me, I'm not being lapped yet. Yet probably being the key word, because it's about to happen. Not being lapped, sorry, but being overtaken. Yeah, it's definitely about to happen. There's a bit of contact there. And there. Literally got no fuel left now. Haha, there it is, it's gone. It's gone. Are we going to lose the position? Oh, we just keep it, P8 then, P8. As you say, better start, different story. Let's go again, we'll try again. Gonna run out, literally just ran out before the line there, so we were pretty lucky. That was a bit sketchy, that one, wasn't it? Two positions raised, yeah, so. Let's go again. Let's see if I can do 2 quick laps in the BM. Two quick laps in the BM, and then jump back out and get entered in the Scooby. Right, let's go. It's gonna be very tight this to be able to do this in time though. Get your bets in then. What is our fastest lap going to be? Usual game. Get it correct. All three decimal places. Free t-shirt from the merch store. Links in the description. This one's not going to be the quickest lap by any stretch of the imagination, but it'll be a reference for something to improve on for sure. Right, let's hope that we can improve. Right, here we go. Right, so we need at least 2 seconds improvement on this one. 59.789. Oh, I'm already behind the Ghost. That was pretty poor. And I know that was pretty poor. Oh, man, no. Nah, it's not going to be an improvement. No good. Not when you need an improvement by like at least 2 seconds. Superior, how are we doing? 158.8 in the Genesis. Is that what you've set? Because I do think, by the looks of things on the numbers, the leaderboard, the Genesis is the one to be in. I just can't drive it. That's my problem. Oh, it is an improvement. It is an improvement, but my God, that first sector, I easily dropped 2 or 3 tenths. Easily. So that goes to show there that we should be a little bit higher up. A little bit quicker. Without doubt. Right, quickly cancel this. Get back in the BRZ. There it is there. Right, let's go. We'll try and do this no-stop strategy once again, and we'll see if we can make it work this time round. Just need to try and stay out of trouble, is the main thing. Stay out of all those, stay out of the way of the idiots, basically. What did we think of the F1 weekend then? What did we think of Baku? I've only literally just watched it today. I don't know how I managed to avoid anything on social media about the F1 for the entire weekend that I was at Download, and the entire yesterday as well, Monday. I did, every time I went onto social media, onto Facebook or Instagram or anything, I was like scrolling so slowly, and if I saw F1 was the next post, I was like, right, I'm coming off. And but I did open it up and I scrolled down a bit too quick, and I did see that Max Verstappen and Perez, there was a photo posted by F1 on Instagram, the two of them up on the podium. So I was like, well, I guess that's the spoiler there. But I thought, was it Verstappen? Perez looked happier than Verstappen, so I was kind of thinking, oh, I wonder who of them actually won. But of course, we now know that one. So still B rated then. Poor connection, apparently. Hopefully that sorts itself out. There we go. P12 in this one. We'll see how far forward we can move. Hopefully we can stay out of the way of the idiots. As I say, that German, I forgot to save the replay on the last one, but that German definitely tagged us twice. Ferrari went kabamo, and it was yeah, game over for them. Absolutely real shame that. I was absolutely gutted for Charles, but yeah. It then became, to be honest with you, quite a boring race after that, wasn't it? So Let's be honest. Ah, is that right? M6 is the #1 time. Well, that can definitely take a few seconds. A few seconds, I wish. A few tenths off that one that we've just set, 100%. So I feel like the improvement is there, ready for me to make. I just need to get it done. Right, let's go. Right, hopefully going to do a better job of saving fuel this race as well. Going to try and coast into a few more corners. Short shift even earlier, which thankfully doesn't seem to affect the car in terms of power. It doesn't feel like you're getting bogged down in the gears at least, which was part of my worry. If anything, I think this car works better the earlier you short shift, by the feeling there. Going up into 6 quite early. And it manages to get on the brakes so much better than the BM does. The BM felt like a real pig to handle through there on that hot lap. So we're just going to try and stick in it here. We're in a pretty decent gap, actually, to be honest. If we kept this gap that we've got behind us, which is 1.4, and probably the gap ahead, which is 1.8 or fluctuating at the moment, you know, we're not in dirty air, not being slowed down. We can actually get a feel for just how powerful this potential overcut is going to be. Both Corvettes died at Le Mans as well. I haven't seen anything of Le Mans yet. And to be honest with you, anything other than Formula 1 I haven't managed to stay on top of. Well behind on the British Touring cars as well. DTM, I don't even know if that season's started or anything yet. I've just been absolutely clueless to anything that's going on. Right, here we go though. We got a BRZ. Oh no, maybe that's a WRX. I'm going to say a BRZ behind us. If it is, I suspect he's going to be on the same strategy. Yeah, I think it is BRZ, isn't it? So I presume he's going to be trying the same thing. Oh. It's all kicking off there, wasn't it? Bit of contact there. McCann Markle. Oh, it is the WRX, I think. Oh, didn't see this guy on the inside there. Flying through in the Genesis. Go for it, mate. Let him through. Different strategy, of course. I presume he's going to be pitting. I hope he's going to be pitting. Oh, he's behind us now anyways after that. You might need to pit now. Look at the pace difference though. Look at the pace difference. Oh, God. That's enough to put you off when you're trying to spot a braking zone, isn't it? Someone else gone off there in the chicane. Someone else gone off into the barriers. 2 laps in. And we've had people retiring easier than the Ferraris. Oh, that was a bit questionable. A little bit, was not expecting that. I mean, someone pulls in front of you as they're heading into turn 1. You expect them to stop in front of you, but that one still just somehow caught me out there. These guys, I feel like they must be pushing a little bit, either that or they've just got much better pace than me, which both of which wouldn't surprise me. Oh, I think that's the second time he's gone in that Genesis. It is an absolutely lethal piece of machinery, that, to try and keep facing in a straight line. We'll just have the slipstream here, actually. Works out better for us, that. Sit in the slipstream behind him. This is the thing now, we just want to sit we just want to sit tight basically and just wait to see how many places we make up, in the hope that we make up a few places, really, if anything, because if no one pitted, we'd be buggered. Trying to drive this a little bit more through the gears as well. As opposed to getting the car up to speed and then braking and kind of trying to then make up. Just try and be as smooth as we can. Use the gears, try and save a little bit of fuel. Oh, Genesis has ran wide again here. He's been a bit all over the shop, him. See, he's got the power though, straight away. Away he goes again. I think he's on quite an aggressive run to try and progress up through the field there. Trying to go around the outside of the Portuguese fella. Where are we at for fuel? Still going to be that couple of percent under. Going to save a bit of fuel in the slipstreams and stuff though. Someone else going off. Oh, this feels so much better now, being in kind of, you know, a pack of cars, not being right the way at the back of the field. It actually feels as if you're in with a decent shout. Do you know what I mean? Right, end of this lap is where we're going to find out. Hold it together, come on. God, that was sketchy. That was, well, it was well held, if I may say so myself, but shouldn't have been out that far wide anyways. Just took a bit too much of the curb. Oh, is that someone gone? Oh, it's the guy in the Genesis again. Same mistake. My word. Alpha, how we doing? I don't know how long ago you commented that, but I've just seen it there, buddy. Sorry about that. Hope we're all well. Someone else has gone. That is the BM, I think, isn't it? Oh, right, here we go. P6. Let's see how many people go into the pits. I'm hoping it is a few. The leader has gone into the pits. 24 seconds away from the leader. It probably wouldn't put us too far behind him when he comes out. The top 3 into the pits. Right, I'm not going to get excited that we're at P2 at the moment, but because I think there's going to be a couple of people coming out ahead of us. At the very least one. Yeah, we're up to P3. Oh my god, I don't think we're going to quite hold P3. But I tell you what, I'll do it for as long as I can. I will hold P3 here for as long as I possibly can. I'd be laughing if I could just get into their slipstream here, but I don't quite think I'm going to start closing gaps. It's just going to be a case of minimising their progress here, although they are going to be fighting. Yeah, map 3. I'm going to go map 3 in a couple of sectors. Going to jump back to map 3 in the S's. I'm just going to start trying to coast into the corners a little bit more. He's gone, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. I need to maximise that. I need to... Oh! Oh my word. How close was that? We almost got wiped out there. We live to fight another day. We're going to carry on here. .2, 3.7 to the guy behind, 3.2 to the position in front, which is not what we're racing for now. .4 seconds, 4.5. He's gone into the pits as well. There's a big gap behind me now. If I can hold on to P2, this would be pretty tremendous. An 8-second gap. Do you think that they're able to gain what we got left? 3.5 laps. 3 and a bit laps. Are they going to gain 2 seconds on us per lap? Well, it is probably doable if they've just came out of the pits and they're not fuel saving and they're on fresh tyres. I think it could be doable. We just need to try and be as smooth as we possibly can here now. As smooth as we possibly can. Done a slightly better job of fuel saving those last couple of laps there. Oh, that won't do it. Stu's still saying map 3. I think we can get away with map 2, but just super early short shifts. I think we can do it. Not that it's really worth the risk, but Yeah, half a lap at map 3, then all the way home. Well, we're on to 30% there now as we've crossed the line. I think we're all good. Oh, not there, we're not though. Five seconds to the guy behind. This is the crucial thing now. Holding this gap. 2.5 laps. He's going to keep gaining on us here, P3. He's going to keep gaining, but we just need to make sure that we don't bin it, basically. And I know I say that all the time, and then I inevitably do bin it. Or do go and bin it, I should say. Rico, how we doing? It is going rather well, mate. Just back from Download Festival. Sunburned. Quite badly. The first year in a long time that download has been, the sun has shined on Donington Park, but yeah, absolutely awesome. And back for the daily races, so can't grumble. Hope we're all keeping well. I apologise as well because I've been so far behind on the group chats. I feel like I'm saying this every week now for the championship and all that sort of stuff. Ark's just been asking how well I'm prepared for it, and the answer is not prepared at all, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. And I apologise, I know James has been chasing me for a couple of bits, mate. I've just not had 2 seconds. And I know the tiny little bit of effort that you're asking of me is nothing compared to the effort that you put in for organising it all, so I do owe you an apology. But I'm hopefully be catching back up on everything soon enough, fingers crossed. Right, we got 4 seconds. No, I didn't play, definitely not. But I was hoping that Iron Maiden would put me on the big screen, put my medley on the big screen, but they didn't. I didn't even get an invite off them. No VIP guest passes or nothing. 3.5 grand on a 36-minute medley. Getting out. But no, definitely not playing. Although that is one of many dreams. 2.7 then to P3. He's closing that gap, sort of chipping away half a tenth, half a tenth, half a tenth. It's just whether or not now, is he going to close 2 whole seconds on us? And it very much wouldn't surprise me. If I get the podium, I've got to say that I'd be happy with that, but we've had P2 for so long now. I kind of feel like I own it. So we do not want to lose this position here. I'm going to defend pretty hard for it, I've got to say it. But he is closing the gap rather rapidly now. 1.3, 1.2. Oh my word, this is going to be pretty tense here. This is going to be pretty... there you go, he's within the slipstream as well. What's he in? He's in the Beetle, I think that is, isn't it? This is where I'm now going to have to try and push quite hard. That's the mistake. That's the mistake. Just running a little bit too deep there. Oh, here we go. He's probably going to have this, isn't he? I think it's fair to say. He goes to the inside. We're going to try and cost him as much time as possible. Force him round the outside. He's going to have it. But we're going to stay on the podium here. Can we stay on him in the slipstream at all, do we think? Ah! Oh! Didn't mean to bump him. Didn't mean to bump him, but I was never going to get past him, that's for sure. And we crossed the line on exactly 0% fuel. How about that? We get ourselves a podium. Really happy with that result. From the back, from P12. Yeah, that strategy works pretty well out front, I think. Or from the back, I should say. From the back. That strategy works rather well. Please jump in race A. It's the most fun this week. Rightio then. Let's do it. Help us out, lad. Yeah, we just try to defend that one, but it was never really going to happen. Nice race. Thank you, Neewer Alpha. Not too bad at all. P3 we've got to be happy with. And we only just lost that position. I mean, at 1 or 2 mistakes. He's only 4/10 ahead of us there. 1 or 2 mistakes. 6/10, sorry. 1 or 2 mistakes was all that was there. Down to B rated, I think it was the last stream that I did. We had a couple of bad results, or I think I rage quitted. I may have rage quit at the very end. I think that's what happened. Oh, yes, that was right. I started the race, and then I said, I'm going to quickly go to the toilet. And then I came back, and I was parked up against the side of the track, having binned it and 20 seconds behind everybody, so I quit, and that was what dropped me down to B rating. I misjudged the walk down the corridor, I think. So there we are then. Not too bad. I'm going to take that podium. And I'm going to be very happy with it. Right then, let's have a little look at Daily Race 8. I'm told it is a good one, says Craig. But we're not going to be very good in it, I know that much, but we'll give it a try. There he is there. 119.0. You're good on the rally stuff though, Craig. I am not. So I suppose we have to take a look then. This is awful. This is horrible. I hate the rally stuff. I really do. Oh my god. Oh, this is not going to end very well. This is not going to end very well. Let's get it under control. Let's start to settle down a bit, yeah. Ooh. What do we think we'll end up in the same stream as them? Although they're probably In terms of DR, they're probably way ahead of me at the moment, having dropped down. So I don't know if I'll end up in the same lobby, unless those guys are very unfortunate to end up with someone like me in their lobby. Alright, just need to get used to it all again. Right, here we go. 39. What was yours, Craig? A 19. I'm only about 20 seconds off the pace. Learning the track is also needed, truth be told. Let's be honest. I don't know why, but this car, it feels like it's going to go around, and then it just doesn't. So you've really got to put a lot of trust in the car, because it feels as if it's going to. There's moments like that, just when the front end sort of starts facing, the back end starts pulling out, and you think, all right, here we go, we're going round, and then it's just not the case. Yeah, 119. I've got a bit of work to do then. What's that I need to take off? An entire 20 seconds? Oh, I thought I'd braked enough there. Absolutely not enough. To be fair, that 119 is pretty rapid. Ooh! Oh, that's so weird. You think the car's going to go around, and then as you correct it, it just snaps straight back and goes, only joking. There must be so much variance in the top 10 lap times on this. Can't see this being like the Red Bull Ring where it's like always within a couple of tenths. Ah, I mucked that right up. Well, that's still a couple of seconds taken off. I'm only 7 seconds off your time, Craig. My God. This is not going to go very well, I can tell you that. You have an 18.8 is that on a second account, bloody hell. Right, we've got a couple of is that Scotty there? Is that the same Scotty? Is that his tag? I don't think it is it? We got Matt behind us though. Got a couple of A-rated in here, A pluses. We'll see what we think of this. This could go really wrong. And in fact, is guaranteed to go really wrong. I got a shout out on Scotty's stream. How about it? What a legend. I'll see if I can get his stream up after this on my phone. Is that Scott? I can't remember his online tag. I don't think that was it though, is it? Oh, we got a grid start as well, do we? How about it? Oh, he just didn't go at all there. Oh dear. Right, here we go then. Come on, this could be a good laugh. I hope that it's a good laugh. Jesus, look at the speed of Matt there. Straight through. Absolutely rapid there. I don't know how he's managing that. Ooh. I mean, it's pointless putting the radar on because you just can't control the cars as well as you would like to be able to defend and get out of the way of people, but, you know. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I'm at the back already. Well, we knew that was coming. We knew that was coming. Absolutely inevitable that I'd end up at the back. I'd be disappointed in anybody that would have expected any better than that. Here we go. Oh my god. I'm just so quiet because I can't even talk quickly enough or compute enough of what's going on. I always struggle with the dirt tracks, I've got to say that. Honestly, it's always such a struggle. Need to brake a lot earlier for that one, no doubt about that. Oh my god. This never goes well for me, the dirt tracks. Never ever goes well for me. Most road tracks don't, so putting me on dirt is just never a good idea. No, done it again. Everyone making the same mistake. Straight into the barrier. I've got a text message. Oh, hey. Ooh. Well, would we have expected any less? Or anything more? Than me finishing absolutely bang last in this race. I seriously don't know how you're so quick on these tracks, Craig. It's like, obviously a totally different style of driving, I am well aware, but I mean, my God, it's like... There's so much variance. Like, on a road track, you can go, that's my braking point, turn in there, do this, do that, and there's kind of like, you can sort of be quite set on what you're doing, but there's so much of these kind of tracks that you've got to deal with on the fly. Look at that, they've already crossed the line. Oh, man. My God, that's horrific. I feel like... Didn't even have time there to say I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Right. Looks like it's going to be a smashing good time. Something like that. My God, that was awful. Clean race at least. Oh, Craig, you were in this one. I didn't even realise you were in this race. How didn't I notice that? How didn't I notice that? Right. Do we go again, or do we go back to Daily Race C, where I can kind of drive normally? I tell you what, I'm going to go Daily Race C, I'm going to go back in the BM, and I'm going to try and improve. And I'm going to set a timer on my phone for sort of 15 minutes. Let's do that, so timer... 16 minutes, counting now. And we're going to properly try and improve our time here in the BM. And then we'll get ourselves entered in the BRZ again. And we'll maybe go for the same strategy or something similar. And see how we get on. What do we think? What do we want to put some guesses in firstly? Ooh. Running wide there. Ooh. Overestimating the capabilities of that BM for a split second there. That's embarrassing. Right, yeah, let's get some improvements done basically. See if we can get down at least or as close as to the 58s as possible. If you want to get your guesses in, what is our lap in purple going to be? Fastest lap, or correct lap, I should say. All 3 decimal places, we know the score by now. Ah! Set ourselves up for a good one here. Christ, we should have crossed the line by now. And we're nowhere near. phone on Do Not Disturb, I think. Get turned in. Oh, who's phoning me now? Oh, it's my mum phoning me. Unbelievable. Right. Decline. Sorry, Tracy. Hey, you couldn't make it up, could you? Let me reply. Let me tell her what's going on. Unbelievable. Hey, dear. Right. Jesus. Was I actually mid-slide at that point there or not? I don't remember being mid-slide when I paused it. Oh, man! Just keep making the same stupid mistakes now. Right, let's try and get some improvements in, finally. This lap obviously won't be one, but we'll do our best for the next one. Set up for a good one here. Let's try and get at least 10 seconds worth of improvement, which hopefully should be relatively easy. My God, why is this car now just so hard to drive? I've done a little bit of driving on some dirt, and now I think that I would rather be in the rally car. Feels like that handle better than this now. All of a sudden, I just can't. All of a sudden, I just can't drive this BM anymore. Oh man, what is going on? What is going on? See if we can take this flat. Oh, not quite. Right, again, we're aiming for 10 seconds improvement here. No mistakes on this one, hopefully. Is that a custom livery? No, it's not. Custom livery adds HP. Are you actually being serious? Does it? Surely not. No, it doesn't. I fell for that there. I almost fell for that. Oh, you are kidding. I swear to God, you couldn't make this up. You could not make this up. My God, honestly. This is going so badly. We're supposed to be improving times. I just can't seem to string a lap together now, all of a sudden. Got just the absolute inability to drive. Jesus. Increases downforce. Are you being serious? Surely not. Surely not. Oh my God. Getting seriously annoyed now. Oh. Right, come on, 3 more laps. I've got enough time for 3 more laps. Just to even, at this point now, just to even take a couple of tenths off would be immense. Carried more speed around there. Right, 979. See if we can improve on that. We need to take, let's aim for like 3 tenths. We were actually literally the 3 tenths up there, and then my pedal. Pedal started sticking. Ah! Oh, there's our timer going off as well. My God, what a stress. Let's go 1 more lap. We got time for 1 more lap. Let's try and make this one count. Ah, too wide. Man! Honestly. Oh, man. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. My word. My word. Oops, didn't mean to click that. Right. BRZ, final race of the stream. Oh, honestly, that's so annoying how many times I was close to pulling a lap together. Just finished second. From pole, RCZ, or BRZ, overtook you in the last lap. No. Excuse me, no. That was a nightmare. Right, I'm curious to see how well I can do in the BRZ. Not that well, it would seem. Oh, man. So many mistakes. This is going to be my next race now, isn't it? Just mistake after mistake. I love how planted you can be in that car, though. A lot more stable than the BM. Right, we're starting P6 in this one, then. A little bit better. A little bit better. But I don't really know how to run this one. Middle of the grid, we can probably end up getting tagged here, I think. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's hope. Here we go then. Final race of the stream. How well do we think we can do? Are those guys up top going to go long, do we think? Or are they going to pit? I wonder. Right, let's go. That's what we're going to do to fuel save as well. That's our 2% right there. Right, let's go. Here we go then. Final race of the stream. Hopefully a good one. Ah! Bloody pedal. I can thankfully and finally say that I will be on, it won't be next week stream, but I will the following week be on to new pedals and new wheel. The ones that Stu very kindly sent us, because it's, as you can see at the moment, now starting to cause some issues. This G29 setup has been absolutely awesome and I've loved it, but I think it's fair to say it's on its last legs now, so right, a bit obvious that this guy was going to go at the inside. Min Verstappen there, driving like Verstappen with his elbows out. Just going to let all these guys go ahead because they're clearly pushing more than what I am. So let them crack right on. Pushed out wide. Seriously, man. Oh, this has just been an absolute... Someone's been out to annoy me tonight, I think. And it's really worked. I think in every race we've done, we've had an incident of being pushed wide, being run off, being pushed, shoved, kicked, punched, and everything. And I was waiting for him not to ghost there, to be honest. I was waiting for that. Because that would have just summed it all up. Oh, touched the grass there. Ran a bit wide. Slid us around rather nicely though. As it happens, very fortunate there. And see what's happening with the Mercury. Is he going to go for it? Go wide in an attempt to give some space, but just totally misjudge it and run wide, so that's not very good. Distance slipstream here. Nothing to be gained off that one. Yellow flags. Oh ho! The Beetle. Right, we got the slipstream here. This guy was pushing, from what I could gather. So we can just sit behind him, nab the odd slipstream here and there, and then I'm happy with that. But now he's too far gone, so keep going. Podium waiting. Well, I can certainly hope. I mean, we got P2 all the way back from P12 on that last one. I would certainly say it's doable. I think there's a few more people this time around going to be trying the longer strategies though. Where we are on fuel. Right, need to just watch ourselves there then. We kind of stayed on the back of him there. I know he's making now a total run for it on the straight, literally taking out about 4/10, but around the rest of the track, not all too bad, realistically. You see we actually gain on him in quite a few places. Turn 1 included there, a little bit wide through the S's. Decent. Oh, he's gone as well. He's gone. So we've got that one. Purely by default. Once again, but I'm not complaining. If we can just try and stay within maybe 20... What would it be? 22 seconds of the leader. If we can try and stay within that, then we're in with a chance of being able to, you know, kind of match him when we go at the overcut, but there we go. That's that just totally gone then, isn't it? Well and truly, absolutely. So, it's another stupid mistake yet again. Now we're out of that 25 seconds there that we've just mentioned. Wonder if he's fuel saving, because we've got quite a run on him there. He's in the BRZ as well. The car that seems to be the car of choice to go along. Let's hope that we make up a few positions on this end of this lap. See who goes into the pits. I can't see it being too many, to be honest with you. Right, a mere 2 positions I think gained there. Not what we really want. Don't know if the leader is going a bit longer though, if he's going to still pit, but maybe just +1 lap. Which could be a possibility. I think we're alright on fuel now, the way that we're driving. We're all good. Is there going to be anybody else pitting here going for that slightly later stop? Or is P8 going to be our position of just damage limitation, really? These two guys are fighting here. Might be able to nab the slipstream. There you go, P1 into the pits. Is anybody going to follow him? A couple of people have gone longer. Few people into the pits. There we go. That's a bit more like it. We're going to start closing the gap here to those front runners. Oh, both those guys go into the pits. Magic. Right, we're up to P... We were up to P2 there. It's going to be P3. But we're going to have to do a lot of defending here if we want to try and stick with this position, which is probably not going to happen. Oh, P2's binned it. My word. In an unexpected turn of events. Could in fact we end up on the podium here. As unlikely as it is, 6 and 7 will kill each... Oh my god, what am I doing? Get off the grass. 6 and 7 will kill each other. I didn't actually catch who that was or what was happening there. I know you'll have commented that a fair way back, Stu, and I've just totally missed it, so apologies. Here we go though. This is where we lose P2, but it's a case of whether or not we can try and maybe hang on. To P3. Just going to try and stay on the back of this WRX here. He's going to have more power, better tyres, all the rest of it. The absolute advantage, but if we can just stay on the back of him. Just drive nice and smoothly. So we can just stay in this slipstream for as long as we can. It's not going to last too much longer. In fact, we're probably out of it now. Yeah, we are. Right, we got 1.4 to the guy behind. Now he's closing that half a tenth in every with every time that the Delta updates. Reeling himself in half a tenth at a time. We're still going to have 2 more laps to go, so this is going to be pretty tricky here, and dare I say probably impossible to hold on to this. But even a P4, all things considered, and yet again another nightmare race, probably not all too bad. He's got the move done. Pointless really fighting with them all too much, because I don't want to lose P4 either. Fighting and then letting the rest of the pack catch up. Many of which have also done the pit stop strategy, so plenty of fuel, we're all good there. To be fair, we've kept a half decent gap here. It's only on the straights where we really lose out. Just slight power deficit of this car plus fuel mapping. Right, on to the final lap. Can we protect this 5-second gap here? .5. He's catching up pretty rapidly now, this guy here. Oh, 3 seconds, 2.9, 2.8. Are we going to hold on to this yet? Are we going to do it? 2.4. Oh my god, 2.4. He's catching up rapidly now. This guy is on a mission. 2.1. 2.2. We're pulling a little gap away there. Soon going to lose it on the straights again, though. We just need to protect this. I'll be happy with a P4. I'll be really happy with a P4. So, just try and stick with it here. Oh, is that the Vantage he's in? It's either the... What's that he's in? Is that the Vantage? Oh my god. 8 tenths, 7 tenths. That's the Beetle, I think. I've outbraked. Oh no, 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 no. He went for it there. He went for it across the chicane and he got booted off. Got reset, so... I will happily take that. Thank goodness. Oh, we get a P4. Right, a half decent result. We managed to get a podium earlier. We got a half decent result just now with that P4. Unexpected, let's be fair. Yeah, it was the Beetle he was in. Man, we had to work hard for that one, though. A slight hiccup at the start. There we go, P4. I think that overcut definitely, or the no-stop strategy, definitely works pretty well when you're starting further back. Whether or not it works for those starting up the front, I don't quite know, but that was not too bad. 2 positions raised. Considering we dropped all the way as far down as we did, that's a good recovery. That is a good recovery. So there we are. Hope everyone's enjoyed that one. I'm going to try live streaming tomorrow as well. No promises on that, but I will do my best. If not, I might try and do Thursday just before I go away for the weekend. Annoyingly, there's loads of good races on here, but I'm just not being able to do many of them, to be honest. Manufacturers this weekend, not being able to do it. Oh, is this a new update to the T's and C's? But yeah, going to live stream tomorrow. I'm going to try and we're going to learn, basically, trial mountain in reverse. That's going to be that stream, so hopefully we can start improving. It'll be one of those, just kind of how much can we improve sort of stream. So hopefully everyone's will look forward to that and enjoy that one. Next week we're going to be on a new camera. We're going to have a 2-camera setup. We're going to be trialing that, see if that can work. Foot pedals and main camera. And then the following week we're going to be ditching the G29, which is absolutely red hot. I never realised how hot this got. God, I'm wondering always why the office is so warm. And I thought it was always my laptop, which is boiling hot. PS4, which is boiling hot. And now I realise that this is also boiling hot. But yeah, looking forward to getting on the new wheel and pedals, which of course Stu, I will say once again, very kindly sent. And forever a huge thank you to him. So we're going to get onto that. We're going to see how we adapt to those. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So next week, new camera setup, 2 cameras. We're going to have foot cam included. And then the following week, new pedals and wheels. So lots to look forward to. Hopefully some good daily races to match. If we had the Nürburgring at the week that we changed wheels, that would just be icing on the cake. But yeah. Oh, Craig's going to learn that one tomorrow as well. Well, I imagine between the two of us, you will do a better job of it. You will be much quicker than me. You will know the track better than me. And you will no doubt do a stream that is better than me and gets better results and everything else as well. So I'll probably just tune in to you, Craig, if that's all right, instead of me streaming. I think that might be the way to do it. Oh, James, you just joined, or is that the first comment that I've seen? Because we're just wrapping things up now, so apologies if I have missed you, mate. But good evening, hope all is well. Back tomorrow. If not, it'll be Thursday. I think I'm definitely going to commit to doing either tomorrow or Thursday to learn this track right here, Trial Mountain. So we'll see how we get on. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Please do hit the like button and share as well if you'd be ever so kind. And I shall catch you all tomorrow. Ooh! Before I go, new stream outro. Let me know what you think of this. New stream intro for those who missed it. You can go back to the start, but new stream outro. Hope everyone enjoys it. Catch you all in a bit.